Prince Harry sat down with the BBC, if you remember, he basically said that it was the establishment that was stopping him and his wife, the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle, from actually accessing the security that was required for him and his two children to return back here to the United Kingdom. And then, of course, he decided to throw in the bon mot that was, well, he didn't really know how long his father had got. This is because His Majesty the King, King Charles III, has rightly so cut off all access, content and contact to his youngest son. The simple reason is, we all know, he can't trust Harry, and more importantly, not just Harry, who he knows very well, naturally being his own son, but the manipulation behind Harry, that is Doria, Meghan, and of course this new team of disruptors that they've now decided to sign in. But the disruptors are trying to place and play the mainstream media, and so far many are lapping it up. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you, chums. Are you all right? I'm looking at you. Yes, I'm not so bad, thank you. Very hot day here. Lovely though, isn't it? If you are in London, or indeed, of course, up and down the United Kingdom, remember, as I told you the other day, chums, 6 months' time down the line, it's going to be Christmas, and we'll be standing here saying it's cold, isn't it? Oh yes, dreadful. That's the thing about being British. We're never happy when it's cold, we're never happy when it's warm. The only thing I don't know about you, and it's lovely sharing these chats with you, as I said the other day, take no notice the rest. If you're in a deck chair, right, and you've got a cup of tea from a flask and maybe an ice cream or a couple of biscuits, the sound of the sea just coming at you, it might be a little bit, but it's just nice, and the sound of people playing and laughing and giggling, that can send you to sleep, can't it? You're thinking about that now. I know this is this is the thing. I think if you recorded that and played it when you couldn't get to sleep at night, I think you feel a lot better, wouldn't you? We could have a marketing thing there. Yes. Yeah, but what do you mean you can go to sleep listening to me? It's all, there's no need to take that attitude. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. This headline, is just, let me explain it. Basically, Harry, Prince Harry, alongside Meghan Markle and his two children, apparently are going to be at the very heart of the funeral arrangements and service for His Majesty the King. First of all, I have to say, a bit macabre, isn't it? Don't you think? This is the Telegraph, of course, and they're claiming that they have the inside track. Well, what's interesting again is, if they're at the very heart of it, well, why aren't they at the heart of the life that His Majesty the King is currently thriving in, despite having, of course, those health issues? I mean, I have to say, and I've said it before, whether you're a fan of King Charles or not, he certainly puts the effort in, flying around the world, and of course carrying on with the royal duties that many might have taken a step back. If you look in history, when most monarchs had an illness, and even Queen Victoria, through her, of course, depression from the death of Prince Albert, yes, she took a lot of time off, years off, because she couldn't cope. Charles has battled on, and not forgetting also, dealt with the grief of his late mother, the brilliant Queen Elizabeth II. It's not hard, not easy, sorry, to keep going on. We have to forget they are human beings as well. So what's the story behind this story? Well, the true story is nobody actually knows that. It's just a complete fabrication, because what happens in a royal funeral, like a royal wedding, there are stipulations that happen. And obviously, like all of us, we can make, adjustments and things like that. But truly, the final decision to everything will be down to the new monarch, and that will be Prince William, alongside the Princess of Wales, Catherine, who will be Queen Catherine. And they can adjust and modify, and for two simple reasons. This is where I think they've got it wrong on this particular post. You see, obviously, if Harry and Meghan are still bleating on about the lack of security and all the things that they need associated with them, well, consequently, William will have the final say. Well, you can sit there, that's what I'm willing to offer you. Naturally, the bigger point is that perhaps, I would say, King Charles wants to make sure that his funeral, as and when it does come into fruition, doesn't turn into a celebrity media circus, as many other things have done, including the Platinum Jubilee, and of course the fact that Meghan didn't turn up to pay her respects to the Duke of Edinburgh. Let's not forget that. She couldn't be bothered with that. So for them to say that actually Harry and Meghan are at the heart of everything, it's absolute rubbish. The person that will have the heart of everything will be the reigning monarch, which will be Prince William. The Telegraph and the rest of the media, the mainstream media, truly should know how royal protocol absolutely works. King Charles can lay things down, but like Queen Elizabeth found, there are certain things that can be adjusted as and when nearer the time. with or without that monarch's consent. That is royal protocol. Neil Sean in the very heart of Kensington.